Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. This morning, early Monday, the CCSA reported 12,583 new cases of COVID around the nation, 16,304 released from care after satisfying needs of quarantine, and 132 new deaths attributed to the virus. The Department of Disease Control has clarified some of the anomalies of the COVID vaccine program, in that people can change the place of vaccine if, for example, they move, by giving the newly elected centre at least 2 weeks' notice prior to the vaccine date. Those who have been vaccinated can still donate blood to blood banks, but have to wait 14 days after either vaccine jab. And anyone contracting the virus between the two vaccine dates can reschedule the second vaccination to between 1 and 3 months after being quarantined. It's been accepted now that the vaccinations won't end the pandemic, but according to the much-beleaguered WHO, when commenting on European countries, they recommend governments plan for dealing with the virus on a long-term basis. The same official who just 6 months ago told the world that the pandemic would be over once 70% of people were vaccinated has now changed his tale to recommending a plan for annual top-ups as new strains of COVID emerge. The vaccines are accepted as reducing the cases of hospitalizations and deaths, but are less effective at stopping transmission. Protesters in the capital arrested over the weekend will be duly processed today. Of the 50 to 80 arrestees, at least 2 are non-Thais and reported to be Cambodian. The warning, though, has been issued by police that all will be charged and any non-Thais will be deported. 5 police officers were injured, including one who was hit in the eye by a firework rocket. On Koh Samui Saturday morning before sunup, locals saw a raid on an illegal house party and 48 arrested, including 27 non-Thais. Neighbours had reported the party and all were taken to the police station, being kept in cells until courts can hear their pleas. As the north and northeast regions were warned once again to prepare for heavy rainfall over the weekend, and they saw it as well, so eastern and mid-country areas have been advised to expect heavy rain at any time from today. Meanwhile, in our own region, the provincial offices this morning reported 650 new cases of the virus, 237 in Sriracha, 133 in Banglamung, 94 in Chonburi, and the balance spread around the province. In the same 24-hour period, 1 death has been attributed to the virus. Sunday night saw all fire engines from the region sent to Walking Street as a blaze lit up the nighttime sky. Emanating from one of the biggest nightclubs on the street, and on one of the few nights for weeks when we haven't had rain, it spread to neighbouring buildings before being brought under control. By midnight, the blaze had been reduced to a smoulder. However, flare-ups occurred through till 6 this morning, seeing engines returning to douse flames and smoke. With no established cause, one thing for sure is that the fire did not start with power transformers or air-conditioned units, as all were in clean and perfect appearance at sunup. Of huge concern is the rate that the fire spread in the upstairs club, which appears to have been constructed cheaply from steel and cladding, which was left twisted and destroyed by the blaze. A saving grace perhaps, as under current regulations all clubs are closed. However, at one time the fear was that the inferno would spread from the water side to the land side of the street, and that was only prevented by fire crews who pumped tankers and seawater from early evening onwards. This morning, fire watchers, police and representatives of the club owners, and the area directly in front of the building was reported as hazardous, with roof sheeting hanging precariously over the street. Forensic analysts are expected to inspect the site today, as of course will insurance inspectors if any coverage was held. Either way, the building is a ruin, and the biggest Indian nightclub in the street is no more. Tenants, including some handicapped, have filed a complaint with police in the city after being ordered to leave their accommodation. Many had been approached by their condo manager and offered a bargain deal if they paid a year up front, and so did so. Only problem seems to be that the money never reached the property owner. With the manager now untraceable, the owner appears to refuse to accept responsibility for their employee or agent, who relieved the trusted tenants of some 16,000 baht each. And one lucky pickup owner nearly saw his ride soaked at the weekend. It was touch and go as he and others tried to push it as it sunk into the sand on the beach. where for some reason he'd decided it was safe to drive. Police used a recovery vehicle to winch the Nissan Navara from the shore as water fast approached. When interviewed, the owner said he thought it was okay and he just wanted to swim. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 31 dropping down to 28 and a good chance of rain at any time. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,